Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here, and welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod we got CBX Settlement Shrine. So what this mod does is it replaces your need to actually get resources, and instead you just pray for them. Okay? There's shrines that you can assign NPCs to pray for things. So in this context here we have a settler. They're praying to the the water shrine, and that gives my settlement water, right? This is just the way it works, okay? It's just, and then over here on the other side of my settlement here, we have this settler. They're praying to the Minutemen shrine of the great ammo. We're gonna pray to the ammo. I'm trying to look at the things here. We're gonna pray to the radio. We're gonna pray to the Minutemen flag, and all these things. We're gonna pray that the Minutemen can come save us, and that provides us defense. So, if we open up our settlement crafting menu here under resources, because it's technically resources, it's going to go to miscellaneous. We got the Commonwealth Water Shrine. So it does take quite a bit of materials and the local Lido perk, but it does produce 40 water. It doesn't require any power as well. This does not have to be hooked up to the juice. It just does, right? Like as you see, there's no power requirement there. All it requires is somebody praying hard enough, and it will produce water. Now, it does, like I said, 30 steel, 2 glass, 5 circuitry, 20 aluminum, 5 gears, 10 screws, 10 rubber, and 4 oil. For this particular one is pretty heavy, right? And then we go over here to the Minutemen Safety Shrine, I guess. You can see like a laser musket on there, the ammo on there. It's kind of cool. But this is also, you get 20 defense out of this. So, not a huge amount, but like if you think about how much a turret gives you. I mean, I'd rather have turrets because the turrets actually shoot. I don't really know how this functions in terms of like, because like you don't know a turret actually provides defense, right? This shoots things, right? This shoots the things that are trying to invade your base. Now this provides defense as a stat, but what does it do in terms of actually allowing you to defend your settlements better? That's kind of always an interesting thing. I do like the look of it though, right? Like, even though it doesn't make any sense at all. And then there's one more here. There's one more that I can't. The Super Duper Mart Shrine. Now, technically, I should be able to craft this one. As you see, though, I have all the crafting components for this. This is the one that produces food. So, assign a settler to pray for food produces 10 food. 10 food isn't a huge amount, especially for how much you have to put into this thing here. But it is just kind of funny. You don't actually have to dig up your crops or do anything. You just pray to a shrine. You make some food. 10 wood, 8 steel, but then like different every kind of components of every kind. So you have 6 potatoes, 6 carrots, 2 melons, 6 corn, 6 razor grain, and 6 mut fruits. Move fruits? I don't know how you say that. But this one won't let me craft. As you see here, I'm like on it. I have all the things that would let me craft it, right? But it just doesn't work. Which is unfortunate because I was going to use these because I just think they're hilarious. Like I got a guy actually having to, work and stuff instead of just pray. Pray to your god of water. It's crazy that you could, like this, the water shrine too, we could take a look at this here. Obviously it's got a water fountain on it, like attached to well, like a looped up water station, and like a little like mechanical term. It looks like it does pump water, right? Like this thing looks like it would actually functionally pump water. Like I said, it doesn't require power though. It's not hooked up to power currently. There's no power here. It's just this one person and their will and their desire to make water. Please, fountain, produce water for me, and it does. All right, and this one, like I said, the water one's almost the most productive one as it is, right? Because this is, as you see here, 40 water. That's like the most your settlement's ever going to need. You're not really going to need ever more than 40 water. Now, the defense shrine, like I said, is a little bit weird because it doesn't actually provide defense. Like, I can't think of a way that it's going to actually provide defense. Like, what's going to happen if something attacks our settlement here is that this settler's just going to hop off the shrine and start shooting them, which is fine. Like, but it's just essentially saying you have defensive stat to say you do. But I do like the aesthetics of it. Obviously, it doesn't make that much immersive sense, right? That you could just pray for water or pray for defense or contextually pray for food and then it just shows up. But in terms of a really simple system to kind of just, like I could have to produce 40 water alternatively, right? If we think about just water. I could talk about water being the most efficient one. Like, this is 3. How many of these water pumps would I need to put in my settlement? So like it obviously saves a lot of space. I could just put one of these things down, one settler assigned to it. Obviously these don't need settlers to be assigned to them, but for one settler to get 40 water, like I would need this industrial water pump, which requires a lot of materials as it is, the science rank and power, and it needs to be in water, right? So this water pump powered here is about as we need 4 of these, and that would be 16 power in order to power up all of these water pumps, take up all that space, or instead we could have this one thing. Now, obviously I have a settler here. I'm only making 4 food with all these potatoes here. Making 10 food would be a pretty good deal. It depends on the size of your settlement, but you can still get like 2 of them going, and it'd be a much more efficient deal. Hello, dog meat. He's a good poppers. He's doing the good popper things. Now defense, I think, is the least valuable one because, like I said, this talked about this produces only, like, if we're talking about defense, a turret provides almost as much defense. You know, this heavy machine gun turret, gun not one, pretty simple thing, but you can even, you know, go crazy if you really want to go missile turret or anything like that. That requires some power too. But even without the power requirement, this turret doesn't require a person to operate it. Provides 8 defense. This provides 10 defense, right? I believe it's 10. I think it's 10. Let me see if I can actually get it to where it won't let me, like, see. Yeah, okay, let me just look at the resource thing then. Okay, if I'm making it, 20 defense. So 20, so it's still like almost, it's like kind of like, you know, the math doesn't check out, but it's a couple turrets worth of defense. Now, obviously I have turrets set up, I have 60 defense as it is, but you're always super duper stacked, which does decrease your chance of getting attacked by anything anyway. So you could combine this with turrets and gives the shadow something to do, I guess, right? I just don't think it actually does anything, though. I mean, it's kind of a silly mod, right? I don't think it should be something that would be taken seriously. And if you're a big immersion person, this is obviously not the mod for you because this is not immersive at all. But you could technically make, like, you could put these together pretty close together like this. Like if I wanted to make another one, stack up defense. I really wish the food one worked, though. Like I said, producing 10 food off of one machine. Now, obviously, it would save you a lot of space. Crops, especially, once you get to make 10 food worth of crops, you would take up a lot of this open dirt space in order to do that here, because we're making 4 off of like what was essentially going to be the same amount of space. But you do need the local leader perk as well. That is a cost, but it makes sense because you have to convince your settlers. You better pray real fucking hard and give me some motherfucking food out of that machine or whatever. I wish I could see this one because, like I said, I think it's a funny thing. I think it's funny in the way that it just doesn't make any sense because, like, you know, but it's function, like its gameplay functionality is really cool, right? Like having a small condensed or what is it even called? Commonwealth water shrine. It's just a little, we put 2 of them next to it. That's 80 water in this little small space. 2 settlers praying, please, please, water, please, please, and then we get water, and that's how that works. I just it's a very silly thing, but it works. It's so good. I like it a lot. You guys let me know what you think on the CBX settlement shrines down in the comment section down below. If you guys let me know if you download this mod for yourselves and you get it working to where you can get, I don't know what's wrong with my particular super duper Mart shrine where I can't pray for food. I would like to pray for food. It's so much simpler, right? It's so much simpler as a thing. You don't need to set so much stuff up. If you provided you have all these things. It's not super cheap to craft, so it's not like cheating. It's not like, oh, yeah, you just make free food. It's not free. You have to, like, you know, do the things, but the idea of having just people praying for stuff is funny to me. My settlers just exist to belong in my cult of praying for things, and then we pray for defense, we pray for water, we pray for food, get all these things covered. I mean, pray for more things, fuck it, right? Like, just, like, because you have these, like, scavenging stations where your settlers can go get scrap and stuff. Pray for scrap. Like, I don't know, right? Like, I don't know. It's just a silly thing to me. I'm too busy laughing. But yeah, if you do want to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page. On the Nexus mod page, you can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so that we can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, or it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.